Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by life? Moments where you're drowning in challenges, and no matter where you look, there seems to be no way out? During those moments, we often feel alone, forgotten, or even abandoned. But let me tell you something powerful. There is a voice, soft yet steady, whispering to you, "Don't worry, I am with you." That voice is God's, reminding us that we are never alone when life feels heavy. Let me share a truth that we've all lived through. Life can feel heavy, unfair, and sometimes unbearable. Maybe you've lost someone you love. Maybe you've worked so hard only to face failure. Or maybe you're just tired of pretending that everything is fine when deep down it isn't. In those moments, we cry out, "Why is this happening to me?" And silence feels like the only answer. But even in that silence, God is there, holding us, walking with us, and whispering, "Don't give up. You're not alone. I am here with you." Imagine a child learning to walk. They take a step, stumble, and fall. Tears fill their eyes. But nearby, their parent is watching closely, cheering them on. The parent doesn't always catch the child immediately because they know the child needs to learn, but they are always there, ready to help if the fall is too hard. That's how God is with us. He may not remove every obstacle, but He never lets us face them alone. God's subtle presence. Here's the thing about God. His love is subtle but unshakable. He doesn't always show up in grand, miraculous ways. Instead, He works through small, quiet moments. A comforting word from a friend when you're feeling broken. A sudden burst of strength when you thought you had none left. A ray of hope on the darkest days. Let me share a story that resonates with all of us. I saw a woman who felt trapped in her struggles. She prayed fervently, asking God to help her. Days turned into weeks, and nothing seemed to change. She started to lose hope. But one day, her neighbor came over with a hot meal and a listening ear. Another day, she received a call about a job opportunity she had given up on. Slowly, her life began to turn around. Looking back, she realized that every act of kindness, every small opportunity, was God's way of answering her prayers. Sometimes we're so focused on expecting big miracles that we miss the little ways God is working in our lives. How God helps us through pain. God doesn't promise a life without difficulties, but He does promise to walk with us through them. When we feel like we're drowning, He is the rock we can hold on to. When we feel broken, He is the healer of our hearts. When we feel lost, He is the light that guides us back. Here's the beauty of God's love. It meets us where we are, even in our weakest, most fragile state. Or if you've lost someone you love, God wraps you in the comfort of their memories and reminds you that love never truly dies. If you're struggling to move forward after failure, God whispers, "Try again. I believe in you." If you're surrounded by darkness, God says, "Hold on, the morning is coming." God doesn't just solve our problems. He strengthens us so we can face them. His presence is a promise that no matter how tough the journey gets, we are never walking it alone. A heartfelt reminder. As I stand here speaking to you, I want to remind you of this. God's love is not distant. It's here, right now. When you're kind to someone, when you forgive, when you gather the strength to take one more step forward, you are living proof of God's presence. But the next time life feels too much to handle, don't lose hope. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and listen. Don't worry, my child. I am with you. God doesn't promise a life without storms, but He promises to be our anchor through them. Trust Him, lean on Him, and you will find peace in the chaos. Thank you, and may God bless you with strength, love, and endless hope.